I can't sit there.
I don't want to show you up, so you better,
Yeah, you do. That's why you put it on.
well, you got a tie though. I've decided there's very few people anymore that wears ties. I mean, it's just us old guys. All the young people just throw a sports coat on and a shirt.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, which is a lot easier. So I left my tie home. I said, I hated wearing ties.
You're not.
No,
Somebody.
I'm done. Yeah,
How many you got running?
just one guy. So far, I don't think the Democrats are going to get anybody.
So it's just one guy.
Yeah,
You're gonna retain your councilman, or are the ones that are there be on it, or do they get competition?
there's going to be one new one, and there's 3 people running for 2 positions. And the one guy that's running, I don't think he has much of a chance. He signed up for the Independence Party.
Just the flag of the United States of America, the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
He's more than one. So he doesn't stand much of a chance.
Roll call, please.
Corbin,
Here.
Zupan,
Here.
Vosberg,
Here.
Wicks.
Here.
Jones.
Here.
Walrod.
Here.
Schwartz.
Here.
Wynn.
Here.
Bernard.
Here.
During. Here. Reuter.
Here.
Cunningham.
Here.
Stokes.
Here.
Stupansky.
Here.
Becker.
Here.
Kavanaugh. Here. Roberts.
Here.
Maglioka.
Here.
Du Bois. Here. 1,500 votes present.
Okay. Approval of minutes from our previous board meeting. Need a motion, please. Motion by Mr. Maglioka, seconded by Ms. Kavanaugh. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Carried. Okay, communications, reports of committees.
We have our vouchers payable report submitted by Finance Director Lou Ann Randall in the amount of $11,716,118.37. We have some communications we received, a notice from the New York State Public Service Commission acknowledging receipt of one of our resolutions, 23-139, requesting they dismiss the NICEAG rate hikes. And we have the Madison County occupancy tax receipts and expenditures for quarter January 1st, 2023 through March 31st, 2023.
Okay. First, we have our proclamations. Recognizing public safety communicator Mark Bradbury, Ron Tallman Jr., and Sue Tallman for their life-saving actions. Dan, you want to come up? Madison County Board of Supervisors does recognize outstanding achievements by groups, organizations, individuals in Madison County. And on the evening of April 30th, 2023, the Madison County 911 Center received a call regarding an individual in anaphylactic shock. Through quick efforts and excellent teamwork, public safety communicator Mark Bradbury guided Ronald Tallman Jr. and Sue Tallman in the performance of life-saving actions, successfully stabilizing the patient until the ambulance crew arrived. This event serves as a reminder of the important work being done each day by first responders, including the teamwork between Madison County's public safety communicators and the public calling for assistance to protect our community.
I'll accept it and make sure they all get that. Thank you. Okay, thank you. And also make sure that, everyone understands the importance of, quality CPR and what the equipment that makes it. And I'll put CPR on scene quickly. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next we have our appreciation, our retiree recognition. Together, these 4 individuals represent just about 100 years of service to Madison County, and they will all certainly be missed. And whenever you reach that milestone with folks that are leaving, it certainly is a good thing for them and a blessing, and we wish them well. But it will be hard for the county to let them go and see them go on their way. So,
I'll move it first.
Yep. So I need who will do that? That's
Yep, resolution number one is our resolution of appreciation retiree recognition. This is Pete Walrod, Chairman, Government Operations Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Resolution is made, second by Mr. Roberts. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Carry. Okay, you already heard the speech. I'm not gonna give it again. So first we have Betty Jo Johnson from Social Services. Her service is from 1989 to 2023.
So usually I wing these things and don't really prepare remarks, but Betty Jo has a special place in my heart. Obviously, we've worked together for all of my 31 years here, and Betty Jo and I are probably one of the few folks who are currently at DSS who remember DSS being that little brick building out the windows here. So Betty Jo and I started together at DSS, and I was a union rep for a number of years. And then we were obviously colleagues. And then when I became department head, we became further colleagues, I guess we could say. And I always appreciated Betty Jo because she made sure that we did our job, that she made sure that we were on our best, that no matter what we did, she was there to make sure that, we didn't skip a process. And so I always appreciated that for Betty Jo. The other thing I always liked about Betty Jo was her sense of time. So if Betty Jo asked you for a second, that meant 10 minutes. Am I right? Right. If she asked you for a minute, that generally meant an hour.
Probably.
Yeah. And then if she said, "Can we talk?" that was like a half a day. So her sense of time was always one of my special things. And Betty Jo and I have had many conversations over many years, and I'm certainly going to miss those conversations. Her breadth of knowledge, her depth of knowledge, just the things that interest her and things that we talked about. She came in the other week and we had lunch together, and it was just one of those special moments. So I am going to miss you greatly, Betty Jo, and I wish you well in retirement, and God bless.
Thank you, Michael. They say I'm dangerous with a microphone, but I don't believe it. Okay.
Just gonna be a second.
Very good. I would like to extend thank you to Michael as well, simply because we had developed a working relationship, and it was based on honesty, trust, and upholding the contract from both sides, and nothing personal to it whatsoever, in the sense that upholding the contract is simply that. There's no win or loss, it's just upholding the contract. So I hope it carries on after you retire. I did think he was gonna fail before I did, but here he is. I'd like to give special thanks to John, Chairman Becker. I can't even explain the relationship we've had over all these years, but I want to say on a personal note that we never let politics get in the way, which is so pleasant, and that he and his administration have dragged Madison County into the 21st century and have done an exceptional job. So thank you, John, for the working relationship we have had throughout the years. Thank you very much. And I am going to miss some things. I'm not sure I'll miss grievances, arbitrations, disciplinaries, but it's been wonderful to work with the administration and the members as well throughout the years, letting them know that we're all here for the same reason, and that's to provide services for Madison County, my home. Thank you.
Okay, next, Sandy Jordan from the County Clerk's Office, 1996 to 2023. Sandy also worked for Cindy at the Treasurer's Office for a period of time also.
Sandy is very excited to be in front of everybody today. It's her favorite place to be, is in the spotlight. In 1996, when she started here, I was halfway through high school. And she was starting her career at the county in the clerk's office, where she worked as a recording clerk for a little while under Perry Tooker, and then went up to work on the second floor in the treasurer's office. And then when I was running for office, she approached me after winning election and said, "I'd like to be considered for the position for your deputy." And I interviewed a handful of candidates, and she really stood out. We share values about what's important in the workplace, what's important for the public. And those values have carried over to the way that she treats our staff and the way that she treats the public that comes in the door, regardless of the issues that they have in front of them, regardless of how they treat the staff, regardless of how they come in. She looks at every customer that ends up in front of her and says, "Okay, what can we do to make this happen? What can we do to help you?" And the pandemic was, for everybody, unprecedented, unbelievable. There are county clerks in the state who don't know the ins and outs of DMV at all. They oversee the office, but they don't get behind the nitty-gritty. There is not a deputy clerk in this state that works in a recording office that knows DMV the way that Sandy does. She had absolutely no responsibilities, no obligations to learn anything about the MV-82 form or insurance suspensions or the MV-44 application. And she knows those things inside and out, because when everything hit the fan, she took phone calls, she answered emails, she went behind the DMV counter, she did whatever was necessary to serve the public. On days when I had to go out and drive to pick stuff up so that we could increase the business in DMV, she was out on the sidewalk in the rain delivering things to dealerships coming in, because she would do whatever it took to serve. I get to speak longer because she said she doesn't want to say anything. So so those shared values really translated to how she served the public. She's been with me at every clerk's conference that I've attended, and the success that we've had in the office, that I've had in office the last 6 years, is largely because she was willing to come back to the first floor and serve as my deputy. And I realized I did something wrong, because I was negotiating very hard for her to stay to 30 years. And I laid out the numbers. I said, "Look at how much money you're giving up. This is a horrible personal choice on your part. If you just make it to," and then everything happened with COVID and the salary change for this year versus last year. I said, that multiplies it. I mean, you really should stay around. You've got to be here to that 30-year mark. And then her husband faked a heart attack. And that was it. And he came through it with flying colors. And I said, "Well, look, clearly the guy's bulletproof to heart attacks. I don't understand why this changes anything." But she was unmoved by my appeals. And I really realized I did something wrong, because there has not been a deputy county clerk that retired in the middle of a clerk's term since before the 1990s. You've got to go back to before Henry was the county clerk to find a time when a deputy county clerk said, "Look, this is just not what I like. I'm out of here. Give me sunshine." But Sandy, I'm going to miss you tremendously. Thank you.
Next, we have Dave Carpenter, the Office of Emergency Management, 2003 to 2023.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. I'll only be a minute. So. No, I'm kidding. I'm not like Mike. I wasn't paid to speak in 40-minute blocks before. David's been with us 20 years in the 911 center. If you hear him talk, he's what I've always said, he's the voice of Madison County. He's got that radio voice that just carries real well. Dave, how many babies did you deliver?
Quite a few.
Quite a few. And CPR instructions, and most recently he's been senior dispatcher on our night shift, one of our night shifts. So he's been pulling overnights. Just a great guy. In the 4 years that I've been the director, I've enjoyed our conversations. He's never been shy to tell me the truth. And I appreciate that because sometimes that doesn't always happen. So Dave, congratulations and thank you for your service.
Thank you. I will say that I've been in the workforce for approximately the last 52 years. I've acquired quite a diverse skill set over the years. But I can say none of which are more challenging, but yet more rewarding than being a 911 dispatcher. It's truly been an honor and a pleasure to serve the residents of Madison County.
Next, we have John Wolf from IT. He's served us from 2003 to 2023.
Thank you. I think I have a little bit of time left over for Mike, so that's good. I actually should have had Mike try to talk John into going 30 years. John is going to be greatly missed. Everybody here probably knows John. If you've come down to IT, we're a service organization, we're a service department. John is the main reason for that. John has always greeted people with smiles. John will go the extra, goes the extra mile and a half because everybody else just goes the extra mile. John will go the extra half mile above that to make sure everybody is happy with their service. And John's going to be greatly missed. In fact, we're going to probably have to hire 3 people to replace John, and that's what we're trying to do. So if you know anybody who's looking for IT jobs, please have them come talk to us. John, thank you so much.
I just want to say, I appreciate the opportunity to serve here. It's been a lot of fun and got to know you all, and it's great to be, to know everyone. I just want to say something about the IT team. We got a great team. Every one of them smarter than I am. I'm just better looking, that's all. And also supervisors, I want you to know that IT is in great hands with Paul as director. He's leading the department and moving forward, and he's a great asset. Thank you.
As I said, those are going to be 4 big positions to fill. And we'll certainly miss all of them. And again, Betty Jo, thank you for those kind words. And not only from myself, but from my administration and Mark, that it's been a pleasure working with you. And thank you for all you've done for the county and for us and for your members, the CSEA members. I know they're very appreciative, and we've brought that to the county. We work as one and we serve the public. And I think from the comments today that everybody gets that. So thank you very much again. So. Okay. Thank you. Well, okay. Where are we? 11:15. Okay. Okay, we need a motion to open the public hearing on Madison County occupancy tax law and rescinding all previous hotel motel occupancy tax laws and amendments in Madison County. So I need a motion to open the public hearing. Motion by Mr. Reuter, seconded by Mr. Pinard. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Carried. Okay, is there anybody here to speak for or against local law? What's the number? Do we have a number? Number 1? Number 1 here in Madison County? No? Okay. Seeing none, I need a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Vosberg, seconded by Ms. Schwartz. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Carried.
Okay. Moving forward with the Government Operations Committee Preferred Agenda. Resolution number 2 is amending the corporate compliance policy on reimbursement practices and billing errors. Number 3 is entering into a pilot agreement with Nexamp Solar. Number 4 is entering into an agreement with Thomson Reuters West Publishing Corporation. Number 5 through 8 are all creating positions. Number 5 is creating an office assistant claims processor position in the mental health department. Number 6 is creating an office assistant position in building maintenance. Number 7 is a full-time case manager position in the office of the sheriff. And number 8 is a emergency medical service educator position in emergency management. This is Pete Walrod, Chairman, Government Operations Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
Resolutions made. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Boyce. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Reuter. Cunningham,
Aye.
Stokes. Stupansky.
Yes.
Becker.
Aye.
Kavanaugh.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Maglioka.
Aye.
Du Bois.
Aye.
Corbin.
Yes.
Zupan.
Yes.
Bosberg.
Yes.
Wicks.
Yes.
Jones.
Aye.
Walrod.
Aye.
Schwartz.
Yes.
Wynn.
Yes.
Kennard.
Aye.
During.
Aye.
1,500 votes.
Carried.
Moving forward with Finance, Ways and Means Committee, resolution number 9 is modifying the 2023 adopted county budget for an OCFS grant. Number 10 is modifying the 2023 adopted county budget for ARPA funds. And number 11 is indicating certain intent pursuant to real property tax law 487, directing Madison County Department of Law to issue certain notice New Leaf Energy. This is Matt Roberts, Chairman, Finance, Ways and Means Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
Resolution's been made, seconded by Ms. During. Is there any discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Cunningham,
Aye.
Stokes.
Aye.
Stupansky,
Yes.
Becker.
Aye.
Kavanaugh.
Aye.
Roberts,
Aye.
Maglioka,
Aye.
Du Bois,
Aye.
Corbin,
Yes.
Zupan,
Yes.
Bosberg,
Yes.
Wicks,
Yes.
Jones,
Aye.
Walrod,
Aye.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Wynn,
Yes.
Kennard,
Aye.
During,
Aye.
Reuter.
Aye.
1,500 votes.
Carried.
Our Health and Human Services Committee, resolution number 12 is entering into an agreement and modifying the 2023 adopted county budget for a public health preparedness grant. Number 13 is extending an agreement with Lanfear's Transport for transportation services. And number 14 is extending an agreement with Bernie Bus Service Incorporated for transportation services. This is Mary Kavanaugh, Chairwoman, Health and Human Services Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
Resolution is made, seconded by Mr. Stupansky. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Stokes. Stupansky.
Yes.
Becker.
Aye.
Kavanaugh.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Maglioka.
Aye.
Du Bois.
Aye.
Corbin.
Yes.
Zupan.
Yes.
Bosberg.
Yes.
Wicks.
Yes.
Jones.
Aye.
Walrod.
Aye.
Schwartz.
Yes.
Wynn.
Yes.
Kennard.
Aye.
During.
Aye.
Reuter.
Aye.
Cunningham.
Yes.
1,500 votes.
Carried.
Our planning committee, resolutions 15 through 19 are all entering into an agreement. 15 is entering into an agreement with Madison Oneida BOCES for the summer youth employment program. 16 is entering into an indemnity agreement for pole attachment bonds. Number 17 is entering into an agreement with Madison County businesses for a COVID relief funding grant. Number 18 is entering into agreement with local workforce development board of Herkimer, Madison, and Oneida counties. And number 19 is calling for a public hearing regarding the implementation of the community development block grant. This is John Pennard, Chairman, Planning Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
Resolution has been made, seconded by Mr. Maglioka. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Stupansky.
Yes.
Becker.
Aye.
Kavanaugh.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Maglioka.
Aye.
Du Bois.
Aye.
Corbin.
Yes.
Zupan.
Yes.
Bosberg.
Yes.
Wicks.
Yes.
Jones.
Aye.
Walrod,
Aye.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Wynn, Kennard,
Aye.
During,
Aye.
Reuter,
Aye.
Cunningham, Stokes. 1,500 votes.
Carried.
Criminal Justice Public Safety Committee, resolutions 20 through 25, again, are all entering into an agreement. 20 is an agreement with Intellinks. Number 21 is an extension agreement for New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services. Number 22 is another agreement with Office of Indigent Legal Services for a CAFA grant. Number 23 is entering into an agreement with AK Associates for 911 phone equipment upgrade. Number 24 is amending and renewing an agreement with the UMR. And 25 is appointing and reappointing members to Madison County Traffic Safety Board. This is Rex Vosberg, Chairman, Criminal Justice Public Safety Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
Resolutions are made, seconded by Mr. Wicks. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Becker.
Aye.
Kavanaugh.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Maglioka.
Aye.
Du Bois.
Aye.
Corbin.
Yes.
Zupan.
Yes.
Vosberg.
Yes.
Wicks.
Yes.
Jones.
Aye.
Walrod.
Aye.
Schwartz.
Yes.
Wynn.
Yes.
Kennard.
Aye.
During.
Aye.
Reuter.
Aye.
Cunningham.
Yes.
Stokes. Stupansky.
Yes.
1,500 votes.
Carried.
Our Highway Buildings and Grounds Committee, resolution number 26 is entering into an agreement with Town and County Bridge and Rail. Number 27 is entering into an agreement with Heidelberg Materials. Number 28 is an agreement with Argus Engineering, and 29 is entering into an agreement with Pulver Roofing. This is Bill Zupan, Chairman, Highway Buildings and Grounds Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move these resolutions for adoption.
Resolution's been made, seconded by Mr. Vosberg. Is there any discussion? All in favor, or no, roll call.
Kavanaugh.
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Maglioka.
Aye.
Du Bois.
Aye.
Corbin.
Yes.
Zupan.
Yes.
Vosberg.
Yes.
Wicks.
Yes.
Jones.
Aye.
Walrod.
Aye.
Schwartz.
Yes.
Wynn.
Yes.
Kennard.
Aye.
During.
Aye.
Reuter.
Aye.
Cunningham.
Yes.
Stokes.
Aye.
Stupansky.
Yes.
Becker.
Aye.
1,500 votes.
Carried.
Moving forward with our regular agenda resolutions, number 30 is adopting local law number 1 for year 2023. This is John Kennard, Chairman, Planning Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Resolution's been made, second. Second by Mr. Reuter. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 31 is acknowledging introduction of proposed local law number 2 for the year 2023 and calling for a public hearing. This is Matt Roberts, Chairman, Finance, Ways and Means Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Resolution's been made. Do I have a second? Second by Ms. During. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 32 is opposing proposed changes to New York State Soil and Water Conservation District law. This is John Bernard, Chairman, Planning Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Resolution's been made. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Stokes. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by voting. Let's do a roll call on that. Get everybody right nailed down on it.
Roberts.
Aye.
Maglioka.
Aye.
Du Bois.
Aye.
Corbin.
Yes.
Zupan.
Yes.
Vosberg.
Yes.
Wicks.
Yes.
Jones.
Aye.
Walrod.
Aye.
Schwartz.
No.
Wynn.
Yes.
Kennard.
Aye.
During.
Aye.
Reuter.
Aye.
Cunningham.
Yes.
Stokes. Stupansky.
Yes.
Becker.
Aye.
Kavanaugh.
Aye.
Carried.
1,356 votes in favor. Resolution number 33 is authorizing a contract with CNS companies, P&J Mechanical, Erie Mechanical, and Knapp Electric for the Delphi Falls County Park Phase 2 Visitor Center Construction Project. This is John Bernard, Chairman, Planning Committee.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution for adoption.
Resolution's been made, seconded by Mr. Maglioka. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I'd also like to move the draft amendment that's modifying the existing budget. It's on everybody's in their packet, was added to the packet.
It's 33, correct?
Yes.
Does everybody have that?
You don't have this?
Right on your desk.
It was sitting on our desks.
Mhm. Alex, I may not have put it on yours because you.
Thank you.
Same resolution, I think, including a budget. Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, so the amendment's been made. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Vosberg. Is there any discussion on the amendment? Okay, because it's a budget modification, we need to do a roll call on the amendment.
Maglioka,
Honored to vote aye.
Du Bois,
Aye.
Corbin,
No.
Zupan,
Yes.
Vosberg,
Yes.
Wicks,
Yes.
Jones,
No.
Walrod,
Aye.
Schwartz,
No.
Wynn,
No.
Kennard,
Aye.
During,
Aye.
Reuter,
Aye.
Cunningham,
Aye.
Stokes,
No.
Stepanski,
Yes.
Becker,
Aye.
Kavanaugh,
Aye.
Roberts.
Aye.
Give me just one moment, please.
Didn't do that in your head. Come on.
I'm trying. I gotta get a calculator up there. Corbin,
Now it's contract.
Jones, Wynn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1,209 votes in favor, 291 opposed.
Carried. Okay, now on the resolution as amended. Roll call, please. You got, okay, finish up what you got. Roll call, please. Mhm.
Mr. Chairman, can we table this resolution? Is there?
You want to table, you better say so.
If you table the resolution and we will not meet the requirements for the bid, we would have to rebid the project because Scott was a July 8th, we have to award by 7th. And the board's meeting is on the 11th.
I would second that.
So we have a motion to table and you're seconding it?
Yes.
Okay, it's tabled.
Special meeting.
So-
Mr. Chairman, can we schedule a special meeting?
We can schedule a special meeting if that's what everybody wants to do. We could schedule a special meeting. I think this is very short-sighted that, you know, the bids may come back 30% more. You're not going to get it any cheaper than you are today. That's for sure, especially with inflation and everything else. And this is value added. There's been a lot of value added to this county in the past 18 years, and it shows. And, you know, we hear about it all the time. And this is one extra thing that Madison County has a feather in their cap on. We got the very, very generous donation from Mr. Jones to start this off. And I think this would be a great capstone for the project. So I'll do what you guys want me to do. So we're sticking with that. Okay. So
Mr. Chairman, are we going to have should we have a special meeting before so that we don't throw all the money and time away that has already been spent? Because those are sunk costs that will never recover.
So does everybody want to get on that merry-go-round and have a special meeting, or do we just want to pull the table and discuss it now and get it over with, or do we want to get on the merry-go-round? Because from what I can observe and see, we're just going to be back at the same place in 2 more weeks. So it's up to Mr. Jones and Mr. Cunningham to
Pull it,
their-
John.
What's that, Dave? Pull it. Okay, Mr. Cunningham? Okay. Okay, so we're back to the vote.
Okay, so doing a roll call
Yes, ma'am.
on the resolution as amended.
Yes, okay, yep, I'll give you discussion.
Okay.
Okay, so on the resolution as amended, although some loud discussion. Go ahead, Jim.
Chairman,
Yes, sir, Jim. Yeah.
it's my opinion that, and others have voiced this opinion, much smarter than I, but of course not better looking, that the county should have a financial benefit from this. And I believe that a franchise venue should be created here, where we have a local business operate this for us, do perhaps weddings, perhaps corporate events. So we can make funds as high as $500,000 a year for the amount of weddings that this thing could support. I think it's that we really should do something for the public to help offset this cost. And I would vote for this, yes, if we entertain an idea of creating a venue here where the public, where we go out to basically bid for local businesses to run this venue and make money for our county residents. Otherwise, this $2 million extra cost is without a doubt a shock to most of the people around this board. And I think we need to do something for our residents to offset those costs.
I'll agree with that, Jim, and I think that we should, but if we don't build it, they won't come and we're not going to be able to offer that. So that's where we're at. Hey, who else? Anybody else have any comments? Mr. Pennard.
John, to Jim's comments, I think it's a very good comment. What does everybody else feel about that, though, around the table? Or is it something,
That's why I just asked for discussion.
there's something with that we would want to venture into? Because we can't manage this thing. And make any money at it, really.
Well, if you don't build it, you're not going to be able to do that. Number one.
I-
And number two, you've got probably, how long is this thing going to take to build, Scott? Year and a half? So you got a year and a half to discuss and figure out how you want to handle this venue as an asset and make it a greater asset. How do you get better value out of it? You got to build it first. Go ahead, Mr. Zupan.
I agree with that. We have a year and a half in order to put to see if there's companies that are interested in running it for us. And I think it's a great idea, but we have to have it built first. We have to, before we can get companies interested, we have to approve the building process. And this is the first step. So I would be agreeable to put it out and see if there's any interest in businesses running it for the county and make it a revenue generator.
Mr. Maglioka.
Yeah, the board needs there was already discussions about what Mr. Cunningham has suggested. And keep in mind, Madison County Tourism does wedding venue pages already as their usual routine. So now we would have one more to add that is quite a bit more striking than some of the rural barn facilities we have in the county. So I think it creates an enormous amount of opportunity.
Mr. Wick.
I agree, and I think we mentioned this earlier, so I love what Jim said, and Morrisville, SUNY Morrisville has a hospitality program that would fit right in with this, if that's a possibility. But again, to the point, this is step one, and I think that would be another step along the process.
It's all about partnerships and collaborating, that's for sure. I was at a wedding there last fall and it was very nice, just a small wedding. They brought rented chairs and had it down by the falls. It was very nice, so. Anybody else?
Just a question for
Yes,
Tina, and
Tina.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, Tina, but is there any legal reason that would prohibit the county from entering into such an agreement that you know of, just with?
I'm aware of.
Okay, just wanted to check.
They do it up at, on the county with the, I think that.
Highland Forest.
Right. I just wanted, okay.
They serve prime rib once a month though, so that's gotta be one of the things. So, right, Pete? Okay, anybody else? Jim, did you have something else you wanted to add? Very good. Okay, yeah, we're all on the same page. Want to make an amendment to the motion for that, we can, so. All right, roll call, please.
On the resolution as amended, Du Bois,
Aye.
Corbin,
No.
Zupan,
Yes.
Mossberg,
Yes.
Wicks.
Yes.
Jones,
No.
Walrod,
Aye.
Schwartz,
No.
Wynn,
Yes.
Kennard,
Yes.
During,
Aye.
Reuter,
Aye.
Cunningham,
I have your word, John, that you will promote this to a venue and I vote yes.
Okay.
Stokes,
No.
Stepanski,
Yes.
Becker.
Aye.
Kavanaugh,
Aye.
Roberts,
All right.
Maglioka.
Like deja vu, aye.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 1,240 votes in favor, 260 votes opposed.
Carried. I think there's a lot of things you can do with this asset. Once it's up and running, you know, if you did a small venue with dinner and a band or something, there's a lot of things I think you can do with that. So, David, where do we stand on our opting in and opting out of our pilot programs? Is that stuck in committee?
We have to, the town has to do it. So.
Yeah, we were talking about doing it here at the county, correct, Tina? Okay, all right, so we're good. All right. Okay. All right, need a motion to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Vosberg, seconded by Mr. Zupan. We're adjourned.
Do you have,